each time we could loop something, we loop it and put in the S1000. So we will gain one of the 8 track free for the for more melodic stuff.
Yeah.
We had one MS-20, one Mini Moog, and the Cyrings. So the Cyrings was mainly used for sound design. But you see, there's nothing in this track. Now you know all the elements?
Yeah. Simplicity.
Yeah.
This episode is being supported by Tape It, the iPhone recording app made for musicians by musicians.
Basically, there's this the bones of the track was the drum pattern.
So where did you record that?
So I record that on a cassette. I record one afternoon. I went to one of my friends' home studio, but he had a drum on it. So I spent one afternoon. I record a lot of drum patterns that I will loop later. The first one to loop was the modular mix drum loop, and then I did this pattern, and it was Sexy Boy, and then and then when we signed this record deal, and I said I was kind of I don't know how to play drums, and I was kind of assuming if I play drums myself, it's not legit, you know. So we asked a drummer, and he did the exact same beat as me, but it's really it's spending money for nothing, because he said, "You really want me to play that? Yeah, this is. But I just want the thing that I do, but doing by a professional." And
can we hear a bit more of that? So,
yeah. So that's it.
So who is playing that?
Marlon.
Right.
Is a friend of us.
But he's copying the pattern that you had created before.
Because it was a loop. It's a loop.
Yeah,
it's a loop. Because all the rhythm part was made by with the sampler, the loop. So we can gain some tracks on the 8 tracks. Each time we could loop something, we loop it and put in the S1000. So we will gain one of the 8 track free for the for more melodic stuff.
Yeah, and so would you then, when you were recording the stuff on top of that, would that be playing from the Aké sampler kind of on a loop itself? So that would just keep going, keep playing. So you could play along and put another track down.
Yeah, and then there's my bass something. I looped it to gain some tracks. So the basic section is like a loop. It's a loop.
So, and that again is being played by the Aké?
Aké,
yeah.
Everything on this was with this on the top of it. MS-20.
So does that end up taking a whole track?
Yeah,
because
the
you
whole
don't
track.
loop that.
And then there's the guitar. And the thing is that we had one MS-20, one Mini Moog, and the Cyrings. So the Cyrings was mainly used for sound design, which is this amazing sound design, which is there.
This episode is being supported by our good friends at Tape It, the iPhone app made specifically for musicians. If you, like many of our guests, use voice memos, then as far as we're concerned, switching to Tape It is an obvious choice. It's free, and there are a load of features you won't find on Apple's Voice Memos app, including the ability to record straight from your lock screen, set markers, add notes, include photos of settings, and you can easily import your old voice notes, sync to the cloud, and create shared playlists with co-writers and bandmates. So head to the link below to install the app now. And if you want even more, check out Tape It Pro and use the promo code TAPENOTES to receive a whopping 20% off. And now, back to the episode.
That you can hear on solo. So it's here. So this goes in the sampler as well, because I can see it's the same wave. So yeah, all this little. Each time we could do something, and then so we keep the 8-track for vocals, the organ with the talk box, wow, 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 and yeah, and that's not a lot. So we did bass, drums, the pads of the organ, and yes, there's the guitar here, and that's it. And that's it for Sexy Boy. That's this thing that was, I wanted to do like a Bowie style.
Yeah. So that takes up a track.
And it's all the same amp. It's a little PV Classic 50.
Right.
Bass, guitars, pads, stuff like that. This is the original voice. Sexy boy. And then when you put the Leslie on it, it does that. Sexy boy. So the same thing as a talk box. Everybody thinks it's a vocoder, but it's a voice going through a Leslie.
Right. And the other vocals, the vocals on the verse?
Yeah. So it's it's me and him. And it's one of the rare songs in French. Because when we were recording, we were watching TV. The TV was on with no sound. And there was the fashion week in Paris. And we see all these models, male models. And so we wrote the song about that. We were looking at them and they were handsome guys. And so the song was called Sexy Boy. So it was just a miracle while we were looking for lyrics. The TV was on and that because this title was found that night, that evening when JB said Sexy Boy, but then we didn't have any chorus. And then when we were writing and suddenly on the TV, we saw these fashion shows, you know, I'm telling you, a lot of making great album is miracles. Like that, like little moments like that where I tell everything you do, is working, you know. This is towards the end of the song. And the organ. But you see, there's nothing in this track. Now you know all the elements?
Yeah. Simplicity.
Yeah.
But it's so effective and so powerful.
And the record company, they edit the single version and they cut the solo they cut this part in half, and it was hard to swallow for him. I remember he was kind of pissed.
Yeah, I can understand that. And when he was doing that solo, so that he would just improvise that at the time, and would it be one take or would he have a few passes at it?
One take, yeah.
Yeah.
And the same with the solo of La Femme d'Argent.
Yeah,
one take. That's amazing. He's very good at.